Well, if you've been following me for a while, and if you watched my video from yesterday, you could see that yesterday I was a little discouraged with myself. It's been a hard month for October. I really thought it was going to be a better month for me, but it just didn't turn out that way. I'm looking forward to November because I'm hoping to do way better in November. But whenever I'm feeling really kind of down about myself and discouraged, I go online and I try to find articles that are going to help me. And I did find this article, 10 quotes to remember when you're feeling discouraged. And I woke up today with a way better frame of mind, but I was afraid when I first woke up that yesterday's feelings that I was feeling were going to follow me today. I got up and I went to my water aerobics. I came home, I'm feeling pretty good. But then I was going to make my breakfast and I'm thinking, no, before you go in there and go crazy making too much food or fattening foods, you need to go online and figure out why you're so discouraged. So these are 10 quotes and I really think they're going to help us. I really do. The first one is, we are so busy watching out for what's ahead of us that we don't take the time to enjoy where we are. I told you yesterday, I think I'm kind of stressing about getting to Wonderland, even though I still have like almost 30 pounds to go before I can get there. But I've lost almost 80. So I can understand why I'm a little bit anxious, if you know what I'm saying, because when I started Weight Watchers, I officially weighed 304.2, but I had weighed 310. And I thought, I'm not going to join, I'm not going to step on that scale and weigh 310. So I did lose weight. I had made a commitment that I was going to join after Christmas. So for the month of December, I did lose the 6 pounds before I went to Weight Watchers and officially joined, because I officially joined December 31st, 2016. And I was up to 77 pounds lost, but I was 230 this past weekend. So my official weight from Weight Watchers is 74.2, but I really do think that I've lost almost 80 pounds because I was 210. The second quote is, stop wishing your life was different and live the one you have because it's the only one you've got. I wish I was under 200 pounds. I really do. I wish I was at my goal so I wouldn't have to be stressing so much. But I'm not taking the time to enjoy right now. And that's going to take me a while to get under 200 pounds. So why am I going to just waste all that time? It's going to take me months to get there. And the more I realize that, the more I know I have to live in the moment right now and not stress so much about how I'm going to be in 6 months from now, but how I am right this very minute. Number 3, life is like a bicycle. To keep your balance, you have to keep moving. We all know that if you just stop on the bike and have your feet on the pedals, you're going to tip either right or left. You're not going to stay. You have to keep pedaling to keep that bicycle level. And that's kind of like with your weight loss too. You got to keep moving. And if you have a gain, which I had a gain this morning when I weighed because I ate so poorly yesterday, but I'm riding that bicycle and I'm going to keep my balance. I'm going to be better at it today, and I'm going to lose that weight that I lost, and I'm just going to keep moving forward. Number 4 is, go 24 hours without complaining once. Then watch how your life starts changing. I could complain about how I was yesterday, and I can tell myself, oh, you were so bad yesterday. But I decided that today I'm not going to think about yesterday. I'm not going to complain about yesterday. I'm not going to complain about what's going on. We all can find something to complain about every single day of our lives. There's always at least one thing you can complain about, whether it's your weight, a bill that you have to pay, the driver in front of you that drives too slow, somebody that's not courteous to you. We can always find something that we can complain about. But try not to complain. Just one day, and see if it makes a difference in your life. Number 5 is, don't be in such a rush to figure out everything. Embrace the unknown and let life surprise you. A lot of times I'll think, you know what, I was perfect. I was a blue dot every single day. I walked every single day. I watched what food I ate. I didn't have too many carbs. I had a good balance, and I got on the scale and I didn't lose any weight. So I thought, the heck with it, I'm going to eat whatever I want. And so then the following week I eat whatever I want, and I get on the scale and I lost 2 pounds. I'm thinking, last week I was so good and I didn't lose any weight. This week I was so crappy and I lost weight. What's the deal? Well, the deal is you never know what your body's going to do. Your body plays tricks on you. Your body's always readjusting to your weight loss or your weight gain, as the case may be. So sometimes what you're losing this week is really from the work that you did a previous week or 2 or 3 before. You just never know. The point is just to stick with it. Number 6 is ships don't sink because of the water that's around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. Don't let what's happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. That was a pretty long quote, but I think it was pretty much to the point. You can always have a lot of stress, things all around you. Everything can really like weigh you down, and you can allow that to weigh you down, and it's just going to defeat your whole purpose of trying to better yourself. And you don't necessarily have to lose weight to make yourself better. You can just work on those different things. Don't let them people that upset you cause you to go off track or to do things that you just don't really want to do. You control your own destiny. You control your own sails on that boat, and you just have to know. And I think that was one of my favorite quotes. The ships don't sink because of the water around them. Sink. See, it's like what do you call those? A tongue twister. Ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. And we have to remember that in our daily life. We just have to remember that. Number 7, the struggle you feel today is the strength you need tomorrow. I struggled so much yesterday. I really struggled, and I ate. I wasn't even hungry, but I ate, and the more I ate, the more I wanted to eat, and the more I wanted to eat, the more I did eat. And then when I didn't want to eat, I still ate, because it just was like a vicious cycle. It just kept going and going. And I have the strength today to know that I'm not going to go through that struggle again today. And I'm going to go through that struggle again before I reach my goal. I know that. I don't have a doubt of it. And I'm going to have struggles all through my life. And it's not always going to be weight related. It could be financial. It could be health-wise. It can be emotional. It can be so many different things. But I have to know that just because I'm struggling today doesn't mean I'm going to struggle every single day of my life. Number 8, be patient. Some things just take time. Oh, don't we all wish that we could just have that little magic wand go over our head and then we'd lose all of our weight and we would... I've always said, and I've always said this my whole life, if someone was just to put me at my perfect weight, which to me, my perfect weight for my height, and that would be 160 pounds, which still sounds obese to me. I mean, I know that's what my frame and what the doctor's scales or charts and everything say that's what I should weigh for my height, because I'm 5'8.5". I know I used to be 5'9", but I'm shrinking. But anyway, I know that I've always said, put me at my perfect weight and I'll stay there and I'll never gain the weight. That's not true. I have to learn why I got so big, which is emotional. I have to really dig deep into myself to figure it out. And I have to figure out what I can eat and what I can't eat, what I can eat when I can eat it, how I can go and celebrate birthdays, graduations, any kind of a party, and still get back on track. I would have never learned that if I would have been put at my perfect weight, because I would have slowly let it creep back up. The things that bothered me, that I turned to food for, I still would be doing. So even though this has taken me a long time, and it's taken me a long time, it's 2 years I'm going on this, but it's 2 years that I've gotten smaller, not 2 years that I've gotten bigger. Because if I wouldn't have started this adventure back in December of 2016, I know that I would be probably close to 400 pounds. I know that. I know the trail I was following. I know the track I was taking. And when I hit a detour, I didn't try to find my way back to the right path. I just kept following that detour along. And I've learned a little bit along the way. I struggled getting and I've told this many, many times, I've struggled from getting from the 70s into the 60s, back to the 70s, into the 60s, back and forth and back and forth. And then once I figured it out and overcame it, and it took quite a bit of struggling and self-evaluating to figure it out, I went right into this. I got out of the 60s, went right into the 50s, never went back to the 60s. Got into the 40s, never went back into the 50s. Got into the 30s, never went back into the 40s. The 20s are my 60s, 70s. They're coming back to haunt me. And I'm reevaluating myself, and I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why I'm sabotaging myself. And there's got to be a reason, and I'm going to figure it out. I know I'm going to figure it out. Number 9 is, remember that time you said you could never do it? You did do it, and you can do it again. I said I was never going to lose weight. I said that it's never going to happen. I know it's never going to happen. But look at me, I'm losing weight. It's taken me a long time, but like I said, I plan on being around kicking here for another 20, 30 years. So I've got time on my hands. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. I know that. I'm not guaranteed. You're not even guaranteed your next minute of life. But I guarantee you that I'm going to live my life to the fullest, and I'm going to live it to be a healthy person. I'm not going to be a burden on someone if I can help it. That's not to say that some catastrophe might not hit me sometime in my life that I am going to have to depend on somebody to take care of me or to help me along. I'll reach out and grab a hold, because, like when you're sinking and drowning and they throw you a life preserver, you're not going to swim away from it. You're going to swim towards it and you're going to grab it. And so that's what I think I'm going to be doing, is grabbing onto that life preserver, because I feel that YouTube is my life preserver. Accountability to me is coming on here and helping you guys realize that we all struggle. We all have those days where we just want to give up and we just don't want to do it anymore. And that's fine. That really is fine, as long as you don't dwell on that too long. Sometimes it might take you a whole month to get out of that feeling. But you know what? If you need that month just to reevaluate yourself, take that month. And then get back into it gung-ho, because that's what I plan on doing. November's going to be way better than my October was. And number 10, it doesn't matter if it's a relationship, a lifestyle, or a job. If it doesn't make you happy, let it go. Like Elsa says in Frozen, let it go, let it go. I know, please don't sing. I know you keep telling, I hear you guys. But it's true, Everybody has that toxic relationship. Not everybody. Everybody can relate to the fact that you can have a toxic relationship. You can have a job you don't like. You can have a lifestyle that you really don't like. There's so many things in life that, that you don't like. But if it doesn't make you happy, let it go. If you don't like following the freestyle program, follow whatever program you want. But follow it and stay committed to it. A lot of people do keto. A lot of people do calorie counting. A lot of people just do exercise. Some people just go to the Weight Watcher meeting just to get weighed and to have the meetings as a, like a boost to help them, pep them along. Whatever works for you. If it makes you happy, do it. But if it doesn't make you happy, let it go. If you're not happy trying to lose weight, let it go for about a week or two. Just do what you want. And I guarantee you that if you just gave it up over a week, that you'd realize that you want to go back, because you're going to feel crappy, because you're going to start eating all the other stuff. You're going to feel worse. And you're going to remember, when I was eating healthy, I felt so much better. I slept so much better. I was more active. I did so much things that I wanted to do, so many things that I wanted to do. And that was because I was really committed to losing my weight. And it doesn't even have to be weight. Anything in your life, if it doesn't make you happy, let it go. If that person at your job doesn't do enough work, that you do more work than them, pay no attention to them. Do your job. Do what you get paid for, and don't worry about them. I know easier said than done. I agree. Easier said than done. But we all have to remember that the struggle you face today is the strength you're going to have tomorrow. And never think that you're the only one out there struggling, because everyone struggles. I don't care. Even if there's a person that's lost all of their weight and lost 150 to 200 pounds, they still struggle to keep that weight off, because there's a reason you put it on in the first place, and there's a reason it's hard to keep off. And you have to figure out that reason. And as soon as you figure out that reason, it's going to be half the battle. It really is. Anyway, this really helped me out, and I hope it helps you guys out too. So give me a like. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel. Leave me a comment, and share it if you think it might help somebody. Okay, I'm going to include a clip right after this showing you me at 310 pounds. Well, hello. I'm here again. Can't get rid of me. Like a bad disease. Just sticks around. I wore this shirt today. I've got your back.